Welcome, global entrepreneurs all over the world. Thank you for tuning in. Syreeta McDaniel here, continuing with our segment on billable versus non-billable. In the last segment, I looked at a mechanic. Now we're going to look at, you guys, y'all can give me some suggestions too, but we're going to look at a carpenter. Okay? When you are going to training about how to get more clients, that is non-billable. So when we're discussing what is the difference between billable hours and non-billable hours, training is non-billable. Okay? Communicating with your staff about the new marketing strategy is non-billable. Non-billable activities are within your organization. They're internal. You need them because it helps it to move. You need processes. You need systems. You need CRM. You need Google ads. You need all of these things. Okay? But they can still be non-billable. But when you have a client prospect, it's non-billable until they become a client. Who are clients? People who pay to engage you in a business activity. When the client pays, now they are a client. Before they pay, they are a prospect. When you are working with a prospect, it is non-billable. When they pay you and they become a client, they sign a client engagement. Really, when they pay, they are a client. And now it becomes billable. So when you are working with the architect on the plans, those hours spent are billable. When you are gathering the materials, billable. Invoicing, billable. Organizing the crew, billable. Getting your uniforms ready for that particular client, billable. And what I'm saying is billable is tracking your hours, tracking your time. How do you know how much time you're spending? And in service-based businesses, at the end of 15 years, at the end of so many years, and you may have an opportunity to sell your business, whether you sell it to the next generation or you sell it to a stranger, you still have an opportunity. But how do you know? How can you assess the value of your company if you don't have a track record along the way? So if we look at McDaniel Consulting, we have 23 years of how many hours it took us to work on each client. Now, to be specific, especially in the past 15 years, okay? We know how many hours. So how do you track that? How do you develop your own? Well, that's where we come in, of course. But you can just, you can come to our training at empiremybusiness.com, or you can Google it and devise your own with your team. But no matter what, you have to have a way to track. Just like you have to track the amount of money that you collect from clients for tax purposes, you need to track the hours that you spend for internal planning purposes. That was another segment on billable versus non-billable hours. And it's really exciting because as entrepreneurs, we geek gab a lot. Geek gab, talk a lot, share a lot, and we are so passionate about what we do. Sometimes we share too much. But that's why we have billable versus non-billable. Syreeta McDaniel here. Thank you guys for tuning in. EmpireMyBusiness.com